So yeah, hey guys, what's up? Battlefield 2042 beta is finally over. I thought in this video I'd do a tiny little comparison video just to the kind of on the surface kind of things between Battlefield 2042 beta and Battlefield 4. So we're on Operation Metro right now. Probably not the best map to try this on, but I did just join a Pearl market and the game ended, so it is what it is. I'm using the M416 suppressed right now with a stubby grip. The rest is just like a laser sight and a coyote, I think. Get a quick grenade in there. Excellent. Looks like we're taking the objective. Push up, touch. Nice. Clean kill on that guy. The gunplay already. It's been a while since I played Battlefield 4. Gunplay already seems like so much more clean. You know, is that an enemy? Oh, it is. And I kind of feel that the guy that I'm shooting at is dying quickly, whereas the TTK in 2042 is definitely a bit on the longer side in my opinion. So yeah, it is quite nice to have the TTK kind of in a spot where I think it should be. Where is this guy? There's a guy on this objective somewhere. Battlefield's supposed to be very, very fast paced, and to have a TTK that's slightly longer than it needs to be, it only takes away from the gameplay, right? And in 2042 I think that's the exact circumstance. The gunplay is a tad slower than the rest of the game, and when you get in a gunfight it feels like you're kind of like slowed down a lot, whereas in this game you can really include it in your gameplay, like go from point A to B, include a quick gunfight, and it doesn't take too long. Come on guys, stop being wet about it. See, look, we're going to be getting a big flank on. I don't think there's many people in the server. Oh yeah, there's like hardly any at all. Speaking of hardly anyone in the server, that reminds me of the bots in 2042. Like, you know, they had these AI bots to fill out the servers a bit, but man, they were so terrible. They just kind of stood there and like waited to die. So, is that you? Okay, it is a guy. So I'm very glad we don't have them in this game. I'd rather have an empty server than bots that just stand there and die. That's kind of an embarrassment since when I first realised that the bots were that bad. So definite improvement needed there, or I'd rather just have them taken out of the game if they're going to be just standing there and dying. Another thing as well, the kind of like HUD on my screen, the feedback is far better in my opinion. Like, there's all these medkits everywhere I can see. I can see my teammates through quite a distance through walls and stuff like that. I can see I'm losing A from all the way over here. Lots of little bits and pieces that definitely adds to the whole experience. Maybe in the beta the HUD was not as complete, and that was kind of contributing to these issues. But you know, having a decent HUD in a Battlefield game is very important, and I think Battlefield 4 probably has the most information in any game, like full stop, that I can think of in the map and the HUD. So to kind of go from having all this information to having maybe less, due to like a lack of spotting and just general stuff on my screen telling me what's going on, is a bit of like a culture shock. Oh goodness. For many Battlefield players like myself, like I was thinking like, you know, where is this guy, where is this guy? Like I didn't have the information that I would usually have as a Battlefield player to help me in like the crazy big battles that we're used to. How did he... Oh, okay, fair enough. Just on a little squad change as well. Something that 2042 was severely lacking on was the 4-man squads, in my opinion. Having that one extra spawn point is so huge. Just being able to move around the map and having the gameplay kind of sped up. In general, that is just a huge issue for 2042, the speed of the gameplay. I know that the orbital map is more of like a Gormwood Railway type vehicle focused map, but you know, a lot of the time you're not in a vehicle, so the time that you're not, you've got to have a good experience as well, right? Really? Oh, come on. As well, I also think that the graphics just look a lot more clean in this game. Nice, see you later. Like just the general look of the game looks much more kind of gritty and like hard-nosed kind of art style, whereas the 2042 looks more of like a modern clean style, which I'm not a huge fan of. It looks kind of strange in some situations, whereas Battlefield 4 definitely goes for a more modern first-person shooter theme, which is, you know, like Call of Duty games have this theme as well, which is kind of hard-nosed, gritty, detailed, kind of like run-down look and feel. Come on, open the elevator, mate. I just wanna have a word with you. Come on. No, okay, he's not interested. Oh dear. Oh no. What a grenade. Damn, that guy nearly got me because of my terrible aim. As well, the reviving is much better in this game, in my opinion. You know, you can revive people who were dead without being a medic in Battlefield 4. I mean, that's great. I really like that. Sorry, in 2042, but at the same time, I think having a medic who goes around reviving people as his main job and healing up is more fun. I don't have to go on a whim to revive somebody if, you know, just because they're dead. Whereas if I'm a medic and I've got defibrillators, I have that in mind. I'm thinking, you know, my objective is to revive people and heal people up. But yeah, you don't need to be thinking like that if you're playing 2042. And as well as that, the revive takes absolutely ages and puts you in a lot of danger. So yeah, I feel it's a good feature to have. I don't think it's implemented brilliantly, but it's moving in the right direction in terms of team play. But at the same time, I think there's something about just having a medic and knowing that I'm here to revive people with my defibrillators that definitely lends itself to a little bit more intuitive gameplay, in my opinion. Damn, what is it with people's grenades today? They're so, like, on the ball with these grenades. Again, like, my HUD is better. I know that I'm capturing the objective. There's no doubt about it. It's clear, it's concise, it's no messing around. So 2042 HUD, there's a lot of messing around with like symbols and stuff like that and like color gradients. I don't care about that. I just want to know, like, I'm on the objective, I'm capturing it. They did, however, have like a nice bit telling you how many people are on the objective, like, you know, teammates versus enemies. I don't think that's a new feature in Battlefield, so I'm not going to give the game any credit for that, to be honest. One thing is for certain, the movement in Battlefield 4 is very jerky and quick compared to 2042. I think the 2042 movement is much more fair, just for everybody. Battlefield 4's movement can be kind of exploited very, very easily if you know what you're doing, and it's not fair for other people. You can gain like a crazy advantage, so having that limited to where everybody moves the exact same like in 2042, no matter of your skill level, is much more fair in my opinion. But also it must be said that like the fluidity and the quickness of the movement in this game is like on another level, and I don't think 2042 comes even close to being as nice feeling as it is in Battlefield 4. Like, the game just feels quick. I feel fast. I know this video is probably a little bit disjointed, but I'm just kind of giving you my really quick opinions when I'm running into something that I kind of feel like, yeah, that's a good talking point. I'll just speak on it, so that's probably why it's not planned at all. Let's see if I can get in here, pick up any kills. There's one. Oh, he's just spawned there. That is unlucky. You saw him on the mini-map, like, and it looked like he'd been there for a little while, so, you know, that is definitely not a bonus point for Battlefield 4 there. Oh my god. Was that triple? Oh, it was. That was beautiful. Yeah, to be honest, the more I'm playing this game, it's not even a competition at this point. Like, 2042 is certainly worse than this game. There's no competition. I mean, you might be saying, yeah, but, you know, you played this game for how long? Like, you know this game in and out. But honestly, guys, I encourage you to come back and play Battlefield 4 just one more time, at least before 2042, and just kind of compare it in your mind. It's not even close to me. The game just plays much, much better. It's quicker. The gunplay is definitely better. The TTK is just quick enough, in my opinion, in this game. It's bang on. Whereas 2042 definitely feels a lot slower. The feedback is better. I know what's going on more. I have more places to spawn. My squad's doing more to help me. You know, I do realise that this map is not comparable to Orbit by any means, but at the same time, like, the bits in Orbit where it's infantry kind of only, the infantry focus bits, maybe up the tower, the game feels kind of like Warzone, I can't lie to you, a lot. So, I don't know, guys, it's definitely a tough one, but well, it's not a tough one in terms of which game I prefer. It's a tough one in saying, you know, I think this might not be it for 2042, guys. Honestly, like, this game is a absolute country mile away from where 2042 is right now, to be honest. That's why I don't think I probably mentioned it already, but like, look at the graphics and the art style. Like look at it, the graphics, man. Like, this game is 8 years old, 8 years old, and I think it looks actually nicer. Look at this, like the reflection on the tiles and the lighting and everything. I think it looks nicer than 2042. Like, the 2042 art style, clean, kind of strange lighting, saturated colours maybe. I don't know, guys. I don't know about it. I'm on the fence, but I could see why people would really love it. But I'm not a huge lover of it. I'm down the middle, undecided. But this art style in this game is absolutely tried and tested, and it looks great, right? 8 years down the line, 8 years. Just to rub salt in the wound as well, this is definitely a point that should be taken with a huge, like, gallon of salt, as 2042 is in the beta phase, but the game runs like garbage for 2042, and Battlefield 5 also ran a bit like garbage, so it doesn't bode well. Same engine, same kind of upgrades and stuff that are on that engine, or modifications, so, or perhaps even heavier upgrades that are on that engine now. So it doesn't bode well, but Battlefield 4 runs like butter, man. 8-year-old game, of course it runs like butter, but still, the playability is so improved when you have a game that runs consistently well and cleanly, to be honest. Honestly, it's such a relief to be back to Battlefield 4, but also it's a bit sweet, you know, because this to me is the apex of the Battlefield franchise. It's never going to get any better than this. Many veterans will agree with me. This is the top that we're going to get, and at some point this game's going to die, right? You know, nobody's going to play it anymore at some point, and we'll be left with that Battlefield game that's kind of true to the franchise and the core of it. So it's only a matter of time, really. But yeah, this is the point we're at. I think gaming's moved away from sticking true to a franchise, and they've kind of picked up this kind of piggyback mentality. Wherever they see a game doing well, they'll just go, you know what, that he's doing well, I'm going to copy that. I'm just going to piggyback off of him, copy what he's doing, and that'll be my recipe for success. So, you know, nothing can last forever. All good things must come to an end. But you know, it's sad to say the least to see such a legendary franchise kind of like reduced to more of a Call of Duty ripoff. Because the more and more I play this game, I realise, like, you know, this is nothing like 2042 at all. 2042 is like its own style of game, and I don't see very many elements from this game whatsoever in 2042. I don't want to be a hater. I don't want to sound like, oh, I'm crying and moaning. Trust me, I'm a fan of the franchise through and through. I've played every game since Battlefield 4 religiously. That's where I started Battlefield 4. I have played a bit of Battlefield 3, but yeah, I see how Battlefield 4 carries on from Battlefield 3 in many ways. The game's like a bit of a clone of that game. It's definitely a very true to being a sequel. But then I compare 2042, which is a direct sequel to Battlefield 4, in terms even of the lore that they've tried to add in, which I think is embarrassing, by the way. Battlefield has not got any lore in it. That's not known for stories. It doesn't even have a campaign. They're trying to put lore in the game, so yeah, I've always thought that was a bit odd. But yeah, I don't see how the thought process has kind of come on from that, because the game is not a sequel and it doesn't play like one by any means. Seriously, guys. The gunplay's all different. The vehicle play's all different. The movement's all different. You know, there's too many things that are different, in my opinion. Okay, I got 20 revive. We don't like to see that. 2042 definitely does that better with a non-20 revive. But also you have to do this absolutely ridiculous animation when you come out of a revive that I absolutely hate. Honestly, I don't think I hate anything more in that game than that jerky, horrible animation. Yes, the game's in beta, but you know, if they have an animation in there now, they're going to have an animation in there when the game comes out. Be it that one or not, I still don't like it. So guys, I might get some dislikes, some hate or something like that from posting this video, but it's only my opinion, and it's only your opinion that are conflicting. So if you disagree with me, that's fine. Drop a dislike or let me know in the comments that you think I'm utterly wrong. You know, start a conversation. That's what I made this channel for, to kind of strike up conversations about Battlefield and just gaming in general, right? So please feel free to kind of talk to me with it, or talk to my community with it a little bit. Join the Discord, we can have a chat about it. But this is just my take on it as a Battlefield veteran at this point. You know, I can only be true to myself and give you my honest opinion. So yeah guys, I have not much else to say on the topic. Like, Battlefield 2042, I'm not hating on it at all. As a standalone game, I think it's brilliant, it's great fun. But as a Battlefield game, kind of leading on from Battlefield 4, as is intended by the law, clearly, I think the game fails in multiple ways. You know, just about every way it could. The game does not feel like a Battlefield game should, in my opinion. Well, after playing Battlefield 4. Well, you're probably thinking at this point, you know, Jumbo, you made that 2042 beta thoughts video, you're contradicting yourself. Yeah, I am, to an extent. I do have the benefit of hindsight now, playing Battlefield 4 after the beta, so I have that kind of more fresh experience, fresh memory in my mind. But also, I still think the 2042 game, as I said, is fun on its own as a standalone game. But to kind of attach it to the Battlefield franchise, I feel so many games are doing these days. They're just kind of slapping on Call of Duty or slapping on Battlefield to it. When in reality, they're not. They're not Battlefield or Call of Duty. They don't have the core mechanics. They don't feel like previous games have in the franchise. So, you know, I hear people on Reddit and Twitter going, "Oh, this mechanic this mechanic that." Oh, again, base raped here. But in my opinion, it's not so much that. I've talked about that in my beta thoughts video, but it's actually deeper than that. It's the fact that after playing Battlefield 4, the game that almost everybody wanted kind of recreated to an extent for 2042, the game has just missed so many cues, and it's ignored a lot of essential features and a lot of mechanics that we expect from a Battlefield game. You know, the gunplay's not fast enough, the vehicles handle like crap. I'm dead here, but you know, there's so many bits that are missing, and the general feel is not there compared to Battlefield 4. And in my, you know, that to me is enough to kind of write the game off. I will play it, but it's not the next big Battlefield game, and I don't think we're going to get one, to be honest. I think it goes back to what I was saying about kind of piggybacking off of other franchises, like copying Fortnite, Warzone, all of that. The game takes a lot of elements from Warzone, and it feels more like Warzone than it does in Battlefield 4, and I'm being completely honest when I say that. It really does. With the movement, the way the vehicles work, even the handling of the helis, now I think of it, handle like bloody Warzone. Didn't even realise that till I just thought about it now. So yeah, I mean, that's just my 2 cents on it, my take. Of course that kills me. But yeah, I mean, that's going to be it from me, guys. Remember to leave your opinions down in the comments as well. Like, subscribe with post notifications on if you're new here, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Take care.